by Ben Lloyd. 30-19, Pierre with an 11-point advantage. We work to 2 minutes remaining in until halftime. Governors work with it out front. High post now. Into the hands of Zabel. Around the perimeter, this is Adam. Nice screen up top by Adam. Zabel has the ball just ripped out of his hands, and that is the first turnover for Pierre in this ball game. Mitchell tried to head the other way to make it a single-digit game as they work across half court. Lloyd, Jacobson, back to the top of the key and around. Lloyd left side now as he will spin it back out front. Grant Hinker on the move and a whistle and a block. A foul on Paul Adam, and Adam with his first foul. Mitchell will go to the free throw line. They'll be in the double bonus as Caden Hinker will toe the stripe. Hinker 1 of 2 from the free throw line. And the 6'6 freshman will put the first one up, and it is no good. The Governors deeper to their bench as Chase Satgast will check into the contest. Checking out will be Paul Adam. Pierre with an 11-point lead. 1:35 remains in the half. 30-19 is our score. Second free throw is up, and it is good by Caden Hinker. So he has hit 2 of 4 in the ball game. Hinker now with 12 points. And it is a 30-20 lead for Pierre. The Governors get the ball up the court in a hurry as they work on the wing and back to the top of the key. Here is Garrett Stout. High post Adam, back to Stout. Plenty of time on the shot clock. An errant pass by the Governors. Mitchell will steal it. And Pierre playing turnover free for much of the first half, now with 2 turnovers. And here is Mitchell heading the other way. They try a wraparound pass to Hinker, and the ball is knocked away and out of bounds. Keel Nelson on the drive had a chance to head the other way or got to the rim, and instead of taking the shot, he tried to pass off, and the ball got knocked away, and they're going to say it was off of Mitchell. So the ball will belong to Pierre. And the Governors, again, will face full court pressure. The Governors will work the dribble and bring it across half court. Andrew Coverdale crosses half court for the Governors. Back to the top of the key, Zach Lettler, and around the perimeter, here is Satgast. 18 on the shot clock for the Governors as they work it around the perimeter. Judson with the dribble out front. Back to the left side, Lettler. Still trying to drive, but defended well. Lob inside Adam, in traffic, shot is up good, and Gray Zabel will score another 2. 32-20, Pierre has the lead. Shot clock and game clock are 1 as the Governors show a little 1-2-2 look here on this defensive sequence, and Mitchell takes some time to get it into their backcourt or into their front court, and then the ball is stolen away. Here's Andrew Coverdale making the defensive play. Now it is to Judson into the hands of Satgast and back out front, and Pierre will have the final possession of the first half. Judson, corner 3, it's in and out, no good. Adam with the rebound, put back, no good, and a foul is going to be called on Mitchell. Caden Hinker with the personal, that will be his first, and a good job there by the Governors adjusting on the fly to make that play. Corner 3 by Judson, but in time for the offensive rebound, Zabel was able to do that, and then he draws the foul on the putback, and he shoots a pair of free throws. The first one is up, and it is no good. So the Governors will go to the locker room with a 12-point lead, at least, we think. It'll be a double-digit lead for the Governors as Zabel gets set with free throw number 2, and it is up good, and it is a 13-point ball game, and Mitchell with a chance for a catch and shoot, and at the buzzer, the shot is no good from Caden Hinker, and that is the end of the first half. 33-20 is our halftime score. Our scoreboard from Gales Gas, and the Governors with a 13-point lead. We'll take a 2-minute break, and we'll come back and talk about things. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on River 92.7.
If your checking account earns little or no interest and charges you ATM fees galore, isn't it time for a new checking account? At Bank West, E-Plus checking customers earn a great interest rate and never pay ATM fees. Can your current checking account do that? Switching to E-Plus is easy. Visit us online at bankwest-sd.bank or work with a friendly staff at one of our convenient locations. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
This Governor Sports Moment is brought to you by Fisher Rounds and Associates of Pierre. Sydney Palmer is arguably the best girls basketball player ever to put on the Lady Gov uniform. Palmer graduated in 2015 as the career points leader with 1321, single season scoring leader with 486. Her 111 three-point baskets is a Lady Gov record, and 44 is the single season record. She's also third in career rebounding with 481. Sydney Palmer of the Pierre Lady Governor basketball team, truly one of Pierre's finest. This Governor Sports Moment has been brought to you by Fisher Rounds and Associates of Pierre.
Hi, I am Slade Weller and I am Pitts Corporation's local branch manager. Pitts Corporation is a commercial architecture, construction management, and construction company serving South Dakota for over 65 years. I am a local peer and have over 20 years of construction experience. With architects, estimators, project managers, superintendents, and a quality group of trade professionals on staff, Pitts Corporation is ideally set up to assist you with your future building needs. Please call 223-2440 or stop by our office on Airport Road to set up your initial free consultation.
Your cancer care should be as unique as you are. At Avera Breast Center, our team of experts create a treatment plan that will work best for your type of cancer, using the latest screening, radiation, and surgical techniques. You also have access to holistic approaches to help with side effects, and a 24/7 call center for answers to your cancer questions when you need them. Learn more at avera.org/breast or by calling 855-697-2592.
(33-20) is our halftime score as the Pierre Governors lead the Mitchell Colonels at the halftime break. The Governors with a good offensive output in the first half, 17 in the opening quarter, 16 in quarter number 2, as they did it on the defensive end as they forced 7 Mitchell turnovers in this ball game. And also looking at things statistically, the Governors 13 of 26 from the field, shooting shooting an even 50% from the field, while Mitchell 6 of 15 from the field. They're shooting a 40% clip and rebounding big, 14-10, the rebounding edge for Pierre at halftime. The Governors with 6 offensive rebounds, and that has been a catalyst for them as they were able to use that size advantage early in the first half of this ball game, as they were able to get some second chance opportunities, and that allowed them to open up a lead. And then that pressure defense, from time to time, it bothered Mitchell, although the Colonels did settle down through the second quarter and play a little bit better, but now they find themselves trailing by 13, a 33-20 score. We look at individual scoring. We'll talk about Mitchell first. All 5 starters have scored. They are led by Caden Hinker. For the Colonels, he has scored 12 points. Caden Sukup with 2. Keel Nelson with 2 points in the ballgame. Carter Jacobson with 1. Derek Factor with 4 points in the contest, and a total of 20 for Mitchell. The Colonels go to the free throw line 9 times in the ballgame. They were 5 of 9 from the free throw line, and as we mentioned turnovers, I had them for 7 as the official turnovers or official statistics have been given to me. They have Mitchell down for 8 turnovers in this ball game. For the Pierre Governors, Gray Zabel leading the way for Pierre as he has 15 points. Garrett Stout with 5. Paul Adam with 4. 3 points for Grant Judson. James Mickinen off the bench scores 2. Also in the ball game, 2 points for Zach Lettler. Andrew Coverdale with 2 points in the ball game as well. Good balanced scoring for the Governors as they have a 33-20 lead. They went to the free throw line 7 times in the first half. They were 5 of 7 from the free throw line. And my statistics had them at 2 turnovers. The official stats say 5 turnovers for the Governors in the first half, as the Governors, well, they've opened up themselves a nice lead here. They play their final regular season game on the road. They lead by a score of 33-20. We'll have more as our halftime halftime show continues. Our halftime brought to you by Leiden & Associates, Ameriprise Financial in the Northridge Plaza. And we will take another 2-minute timeout and return. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball.
Since 1894, Ameriprise Financial has worked for their clients' futures, helping millions of Americans retire on their terms. I'm Karen Authier, a financial advisor with Leiden & Associates, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. I remain true to the vision of always putting clients first. I'm ready to help you get where you want to be. Office is located in Northridge Plaza, Pierre, South Dakota. Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Hey DQ fans, looking for a meal deal that's as yummy to your wallet as it is to your tummy? The DQ chicken strip basket is loaded with 4 strips of 100% all white meat chicken tenderloin, crispy fries, Texas toast, and peppery country gravy for just $4.99. Sure, all those things are good on their own, but you put them together and you've got yourself a hunger-crushing basket full of DQ magic. Satisfy your craving for all this goodness with a DQ chicken strip basket, just $4.99 only at your DQ.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
Are you trying to sell your car, truck, or SUV? Great news. I want to buy it. This is Chris Koenig, Vehicle Acquisition Manager for Beck Motor Company in Pierre. I need to purchase 30 vehicles for our pre-owned inventory. Call me at 224-5912 for a free no-obligation appraisal today. We'll offer you fair market value for your vehicle with no obligation to buy, less time trying to sell, and cash price for your vehicle. Beck Motors is not only the best place to buy a vehicle, it's also a great place to sell them. Check us out online at www.beck-motors.com or call Chris Koenig at 224-5912.
33-20 is our halftime score as we have Pierre Governor boys basketball this afternoon. We'll have the Lady Governors on this evening as they make the trip over to Huron to take on the Lady Tigers. We will move up north and we'll have that ball game for you as we'll tip off at around 7 o'clock with the tip-off of the Lady Governors and Lady Tigers from the Huron Arena. Pre-game show at around 6:40 this evening right here on River 92.7. 33-20 is our halftime score. We'll take a 90-second break, and we'll return for the second half. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball.
Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre is going to match the tax. For the month of February, Gateway is going to match your tax return down payment up to $2,000 on your next purchase. You put $500 down, matched. You put $1,000 down, matched. You put $2,000 down, matched. You want to see how low your payment can go? Get in today to Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit gatewayflt.com. Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota, where nobody, and I mean nobody, it's a Gateway deal. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Experience the difference with Pierre Care and Rehabilitation Center in Pierre. Pierre Care and Rehabilitation Center is proud of their 5-star overall rating according to Medicare.org, the official regulatory body for nursing homes. Along with their 5-star care center, they provide short-term targeted rehabilitation services and skilled nursing care after illness or surgery. Our goal is to restore strength and confidence to get you to return to living the life you desire. Call 224-8628. Pierre Care and Rehabilitation Center, your pathway to independence.
Top of the morning, TMA. This John may help you.
At TMA, top-notch service begins the moment you call for an appointment. John at TMA believes in customer service and quality work. When you need tires repaired or replaced, TMA is the place to go. Just remember, if it's round, rubber, and rolls, it's at TMA. You can count on TMA for all of your automotive needs, from tires to mufflers to all automotive repairs. Call TMA at 224-6167, and your service begins with...
Top of the morning, TMA. This John may help you.
We want to remind you that we are streaming this ball game. We think we have our technical issues straightened out. We are streaming this on the KGFX channel. If you go to 1060 KGFX on YouTube, and you can check out the live video feed of this ball game from the Mitchell Corn Palace. 33-20, the Pierre Governors have the lead. It will be Pierre who will have the basketball as we start the second half. They're starting 5 out there: Luss, Judson, Stout, Adam, and Zabel. Zabel with 15 points in the ballgame for the Governors to lead the way, and Pierre will inbound it. For Mitchell, they're going to have to do things on the defensive end to get themselves back into this ballgame. Inside it comes. This is Zabel on the inside, sends it to the corner. Grant Judson open for 3, and he'll drop the 3 home from the right corner. And it is a 36-30 lead for Pierre. The Governors shooting the ball well. through this contest. And out front, we're going to have a reach and a foul called on Garrett Stout. He thought he knocked the ball out cleanly, but instead out of bounds, and a foul going to be called. Stout with his third personal foul, the first team foul of the half for Pierre. And now the Colonels with their first possession of the second half. Keel Nelson. Now Carter Jacobson. He'll get to the rim, and he'll score the two. Carter Jacobson now with his first field goal. He has 3 points in the contest. 36-22 is our score. And here is Mitchell trying to defend at half court. Nearly forced a turnover, but Pierre gets it back. Here are the Governors with Stout for three. Shot is up, no good. Matthew Lusk with the rebound. He'll send it out. A Judson three, and it's good. Grant Judson, he's had 3 threes in this ball game, and it is a 39-22 lead for Pierre. We've played a minute of this third quarter. Factor out front for the Colonels. He works the crossover, gets into the lane, passes off. Jacobson to the rim. Shot is no good. Rebound Pierre. They've done a nice job on the glass throughout the contest. And here are the Governors in a hurry. It was Zabel trying to pass off and sent it wide to Garrett Stout, not out of bounds. The Governors with 6 turnovers. And Pierre will again work on the defensive end. We have seen full court pressure since the opening tip as Lusk works against Factor, and Factor slowly dribbles the ball across half court. The left-handed dribble passes off Caden Hinker. Back to the top of the key, Jacobson, and around the horn it comes, and a three taken up top. That is Caden Sukup. Shot is no good, and we're going to have a foul called on the rebound. Looks like it's going to be whistled against Pierre, and Garrett Stout's going to be as surprised as anybody as he picks up his 4th personal foul. That gets Andrew Coverdale off the bench in a hurry, and Garrett Stout will check out. The second team foul. Free throws, no free throws here as the ball will be inbounded. And the Governors, again, working the man-to-man defense. They will try to defend a three-point try, and the shot is up, no good, but foul is going to be called on the Governors. The personal will be whistled on Grant Judson. It will be his second foul, and free throws for Caden Sukup. This will be a 3 free throw situation for Sukup. And here the first of 3 free throws for Caden Sukup, and it's up, and it is no good. 39-22 is our score. We had a stoppage of play a moment ago. One of the officials, the official down on the baseline, was talking about a basketball that got away, perhaps somewhere down in the stairway area or the area behind the Mitchell student body. And head coach Todd Neuendorf of Mitchell wanting to talk to the officials about that. So that was why we had our second stoppage of play. Here, the third free throw attempt by Sukup is up and good. He hits 1 of the 3 free throws, and it's 39-23. 2 minutes gone in the third quarter. Here are the Governors across the time stripe. They get the ball up the floor in a hurry. Ball is tipped and stolen away. Derek Factor makes the defensive play, and then he stepped on the sideline on his way up the floor. So we will swap turnovers. Mitchell with 9, Pierre with 7 now if you're scoring at home. And the Governors will inbound the basketball at half court. They'll have a new shot clock as well. 5:56 remains in the third quarter. 39-23 is our score as Pierre puts it in play. It is Lusk at the top of the key to the right side now into the hands of Adam. Paul on the wing will work the dribble, but good defense there by Mitchell. Back to the left side, Matthew Lusk. Inside Adam, he'll work left, spin right, shot is no good. Gray Zabel will get the offensive rebound. He's triple covered on the baseline, and we're going to have a timeout taken by Pierre. It will be a 30-second timeout with 5:33 remaining third quarter. 39-23 Pierre with the lead, and we will take a timeout in return. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball.
This is Jameson from Oahe Federal Credit Union. Feeding South Dakota relies on people like you every day. People to take the time to think of those who may not know where their next meal will come from. This is why Oahe Federal Credit Union will be hosting a food drive that will benefit our local Feeding South Dakota food bank here in Pierre. Please drop off donated items at 221 East Pleasant Drive, Monday through Friday between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. Food drive will end February 28th, 2019.
Timeouts are brought to you by your local Coca-Cola bottling company. Brady, good work on the bumpers. 39-23 is our score. 5:33 remains in the third quarter. The Governors using their first timeout of the ball game. Mitchell has not used a timeout as of yet. Here the Governors around the perimeter. Coverdale now into the hands of Adam. He'll try a three. Shot is up, another no good. Another offensive rebound for Gray Zabel. The shot clock expired. They're going to say that that did not touch the rim. And that will give the ball to Mitchell. It looked like from our vantage point that the ball did touch the rim off of that three-point try by Adam. Zabel saved it off of the chest of Keel Nelson. And that gives the, well, they say the shot clock expired, which gives Pierre the turnover, basically. As now Mitchell, they work offensively. They turn the basketball over, and here is Zabel the other way. Shot is up, and it is good, but wave it off. We're going to have an offensive foul called on Gray Zabel. Zabel got in, initiated the contact, and then created a little more space, and that will be a turnover for Pierre. That will be their ninth of the contest now. It will also be the second foul of the ball game for Gray Zabel. 39-23, Pierre with the lead, working our way through the third quarter. Here's an entry pass. It is tipped and stolen away, and Pierre will come away with another turnover. Pushing it this time is Andrew Coverdale. Down low, Adam. Shot is off glass, no good. Rebound is loose. It is still loose, and it is finally tracked down by the Colonels. Derek Factor with the dribble will cross the half-court stripe. Mitchell has not scored in a while. In fact, just 3 points scored so far here in the third quarter. 39-23. Here's Mitchell getting it inside, and they get it to Caden Hinker, and I think that was his first touch of the third quarter, and he'll score the two. He now has 14 points, and it is 39-25. Working to halfway through quarter number 3. Adam with the dribble crosses half court. Mitchell had set up full court pressure. The Governors had to use Adam to come help move the ball, and Gray Zabel gets it inside here, and at point-blank range, he scores the two. 41-25, and we're going to have a whistle, and we're going to have an offensive foul called on Derek Factor. Factor working against Matthew Lusk. He led with the forearm and created a little bit of space. I was just going to mention that he had gotten a step, but that is why, as he led with the forearm, and now we're going to have a timeout taken. This is going to be a full timeout taken by Pierre with 3:48 remaining in the third quarter. 41-25 Governors, and we're back in 1 minute. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. For auto, home, business, and life, contact us today. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance, Life Mutual, Standard of Ohio and Wisconsin Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Call the Brittany Shuffle Buying Agency, LLC, with offices in Pierre, Oneida, and Gettysburg.
If your checking account earns little or no interest and charges you ATM fees galore, isn't it time for a new checking account? At Bank West, E-Plus checking customers earn a great interest rate and never pay ATM fees. Can your current checking account do that? Switching to E-Plus is easy. Visit us online at bankwest-sd.bank or work with a friendly staff at one of our convenient locations. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
41-25 is our score. The Pierre Governors with a 16-point lead, and during that timeout, I thought initially it was a Mitchell timeout, but it was a Pierre Governor timeout, their second timeout used in the quarter, and Todd Neuendorf got 45 seconds of the 60-second timeout to have a long and extended conversation with one of the officials, and I don't know if they solved anything, maybe talking about the weather, but Pierre with the basketball now, and a traveling violation is going to be called on Andrew Coverdale. And for Pierre, turnover number 10, Mitchell trailing by 16 at 41-25. needs to be able to make something happen on the defensive end, and forcing a turnover there as a start. Here's Derek Factor across the time strike. Sukup left side. Pierre with good position defense. Now Mitchell will get the ball down low. Jacobson in traffic. Shot is up, no good. Rebound is kept alive by Mitchell, and it is Derek Factor that scores the 2. And now a steal by Caden Sukup. Down low it comes. Jacobson with an easy 2. Back-to-back bucket scored by Mitchell. And all of a sudden, the Colonels have come to life. 41-29, a 12-point lead for Pierre. A lot of basketball remains in this one. 3 minutes remain in the quarter, and as Pierre crosses half court, a whistle and a reach-in foul on Carter Jacobson. That will be his third. And in contrast to the way it was in the first half, we're a long ways from the bonus on either side. Pierre with 4 team fouls, Mitchell with 3, as we've kind of just cruised along here in the third quarter. But as we get down the home stretch, things are going to crank up in a hurry, I've got a feeling, as Pierre works with it now. Bennett Dean into the contest, also Zach Lettler, as the Governors work the basketball around the perimeter. Coverdale back to Lettler. Now Coverdale once again into the hands of Matthew Luss. Back to Dean, a 3 taken. That is up and no good. And the rebound pulled down by Mitchell. They've scored the last 4. It's 41-29, a 12-point ball game as the Governors work out in front. Here is Mitchell. Heloyd with it as they fire from the baseline. Shot is up, no good. A foul is going to be called on Pierre, and it will be on James Mikkonen. Mikkonen will pick up personal foul number 3, and for Pierre, it's team foul number 5. And Gray Zabel with a shorter break than he took in the first half. He's back out there now with 2:20 remaining in the quarter. And here, a defensive miscue by Pierre, and Caden Hinker flashed to the basket. He got an open look and an easy 2, and it's a 10-point ball game at 41-31 as we roll to the 2 minutes mark remaining in the third quarter. Here's Pierre with it. It is Garrett Stout out front. Matthew Lusk once again. They go back to the top of the key, around the perimeter and on the left side, in the hands of Andrew Coverdale. High post, it comes to Zabel. Gray will try to operate. 10 on the shot clock. Nowhere to go there, so back out it comes. The Governors with a jump stop and a short jumper from Garrett Stout. Offensive rebound to Zabel. Gray can't finish that time, and Mitchell will come away with it. A chance to make it a single-digit game as the Mitchell crowd starting to get into it a little as Derek Factor crosses half court. Here's Keel Nelson. Back to the top of the key. Caden Sukup for 3. That shot is short, and the ball will go out of bounds, and it will belong to Pierre. 41-31 is our score. Grant Judson back into the ball game for the Governors as Matthew Lusk will check out. A minute 23 remains in the third quarter. And Mitchell will set up full court trapping pressure. And the Governors handle it well. Andrew Coverdale crosses half court. Now it comes up top. It's Judson for 3. That shot is no good. Rebound Pierre, and on the way back to the rim, foul's going to be called on Mitchell. Gray Zabel with another offensive rebound, and he has had a ton of them here this afternoon, and the foul will be whistled on Mitchell. It will be on Keel Nelson. That will be his first foul and the 4th team foul on the Colonels. Gray Zabel at the free throw line to shoot 2. The first one will rim in and out, no good. It remains 41-31. The Governors with a 10-point lead and a minute 12 remaining in the third quarter. Second free throw is no good. And Mitchell will get the rebound. Factor across half court as we work to the final minute of the third quarter. Here's Keel Nelson. Inside it comes. Hinker on the move. Shot is up good. That basket's going to count, and a foul's going to be called on Pierre. This freshman, Caden Hinker, a player getting things done. I think it's going to go on Zabel. Pardon me, it's instead Zach Lettler who picks up his first foul. Paul Adam back into the ball game for Pierre. Hinker with 18 points now in the ball game, a chance to complete a 3-point play, which would make it a 7-point game with 59 seconds remaining in the quarter. And now Grant Judson's going to have to check out of the ball game as he has perhaps a cut finger as they were looking at blood on a shin. So he will have to check out of the contest as checking back in will be Bennett Dean. And now Mitchell trying to go to their bench and put Hunter Stolley into the contest, but The ball was already given to Caden Hinker. He'll complete the three-point play as the free throw is up and good. And now Mitchell will go to their bench as Hunter Stolley will check into the ball game for the first time this afternoon. 41-34. Pierre has the lead, but Mitchell has scored the last 9 points as Pierre works with it. Around the to the right side on the wing, the ball into the hands of Andrew Coverdale. Back now to Garrett Stout as they work it out front. Coverdale once again, a three taken, that is up and good. And Andrew Coverdale, they will call it a three-pointer as it will make it 44-34. The lead back up to 10 for Pierre. As we work to the final seconds of the quarter, here is Keel Nelson on the move, dribbled the ball off his leg, and it winds up going out of bounds. They will give the ball to the Governors off of the turnover. And now Pierre setting up some full court pressure, or facing full court pressure. Mitchell will guard out front, and Coverdale crosses the time stripe, puts the ball into the hands of Zabel. Zabel trying to operate, and he is held as Keel Nelson picks up his second personal foul. And for Mitchell, team foul number 5, and now Pierre will put it in play on the side with 3 seconds remaining in the quarter. Mitchell went on a 9-0 run to make it a single-digit contest, but that three by Coverdale was big as they pushed it back to a 10-point advantage. The inbounds tipped and out of bounds. Pierre will inbound it once again. Again, they'll put it in play from the right side as Stout will trigger. Now into the hands of Coverdale. He'll fire from up top. The three ball is no good, and that is how we close out quarter number 3. Scoreboard from Gales Gas in Pierre. And it is a Pierre Governor 10-point advantage over Mitchell as we go to quarter number 4. It is Pierre 44 and Mitchell 34. And we're back in 1 minute on River 92.7.
Wegner Auto in Pierre is the one place to go for all your automotive needs. Need a vehicle? Wegner Auto has the region's largest selection with 7 new vehicle lines. Buick, GMC, Nissan, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep, as well as over 250 quality pre-owned vehicles. Or shop online anytime at WegnerAuto.com. Need service? Our exceptional service technicians are master-level trained and certified for the best deals in Central South Dakota. See why your friends and neighbors are driving vehicles from Wegner Auto in Pierre, making friends since 1907.
Meanwhile, in the commercial copywriting department, sure was nice of Arby's to send over samples of this new sandwich. Now we just need to come up with a name and a tagline for it.
That's a lean sliced turkey.
With fresh lettuce and tomato. It's your classic club sandwich.
Just pepper bacon is simply grand.
I got it. We'll call it the Gobbler Witch. Good, right? We will call it the Grand Turkey Club. And here's the tagline. Arby's, slicing up the truth about freshness.
Whoa.
No wonder you got the big office.
We go to the fourth quarter at the Corn Palace in Mitchell. 44-34 is our score as the Pierre Governors with a 10-point advantage as we get this final period started. Final regular season game for both of these teams. They'll have to wait till about Tuesday to figure out where they're going to be as far as seeding in the Sodak 16 and then the postseason the following week. And early here in the fourth quarter, a timeout is going to be taken by Mitchell. It will be their first charged timeout of the ballgame. 44-34 is our score. Pierre with a 10-point lead. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Pierre Governor basketball.
Hey, new guy. Shovel, right?
Yeah, right. And I'm not exactly new. I've seen some action.
Yeah, what's your story?
Hey, my last gig, I nearly got electrocuted, almost drowned. That guy never called 811 to see if it was safe to dig.
Our guy calls every time he digs.
It's quick and easy. Any tool can do it. Calling 811 gets your underground utility lines marked for free.
Hey, safe digging is no accident. Always call 811 before you dig.
This message brought to you by Montana Dakota Utilities, in the community to serve.
Timeouts are brought to you by our friends at the Coca-Cola Bottling Company. 44-34 is our score. The Colonels with their first possession of the fourth quarter. Inside, it is Caden Hinker. Shot is no good. The long rebound tracked down by Mitchell. The Colonels with the basketball left side now as they work it around the perimeter. Here is Caden Sukup, a three-point try by Derek Factor, and that is up and good. And It's back to a 7-point ball game at 44-37. The Governors led by as many as 15, but have not been able to hang on to that lead as the Governors work with it now offensively. Matthew Lusk in the ball game. Garrett Stout out there as well. Back around the perimeter. Here is a Coverdale three. That shot is no good. Mitchell gets the rebound this time as a good box out by Carter Jacobson. And the Colonels trying to score back-to-back buckets in the fourth quarter. 44-37 is our score. Jacobson on the left side, drives and fires. Shot is no good. Rebound Andrew Coverdale. And here come the Governors. 6:35 remains in the fourth quarter. 44-37 is our score. It is Coverdale, now Stout. Stout on the right side, high post Adam. Back to the left side into the hands of Lusk. And Matthew will send it back to the top. Around the perimeter as the Governors play catch. It is Coverdale. Stout once again. Up top to Lusk, 10 on the shot clock. Left side, Coverdale. Coverdale will drive, kind of an errant pass to Stout. Now Pierre's going to have to force. Here is Stout from up top, and goodness gracious, he drops home the three. Garrett Stout with a big-time shot for the Governors. 47-37 Pierre. 2 minutes gone in the fourth quarter. Here's Mitchell. Sukup on the wing, pass inside, trying to get it to Caden Hinker, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul, and it's going to be on Pierre. It will be on Paul Adam, and Adam picks up his second personal foul. Team foul number 7 for Pierre, so Mitchell in the bonus for the remainder. It will be Caden Hinker at the free throw line, shooting a 1-and-1. Hinker with 19 points scored so far in the ball game. The 1-and-1 free throw is up and good. He'll earn the second one. If you're trying to catch the video feed, a video of this ball game, our live streaming, go to YouTube, search KGFX. Well, it's on the KGFX side as the second free throw by Caden Hinker is up and good. This might come down to a wild finish. Of course, we'll have Lady Governor basketball for you this evening as well, as we'll make the trek up north to the Huron Arena for that ball game. The Lady Govs closing out their regular season as well. 40-7, 39 is working into the lane. Gray Zabel, shot is up, no good, and the rebound pulled down by Pierre, or Mitchell rather, as the Colonels bring the basketball into the front court. It is Nelson, now Hinker, and he'll turn around jumper is up, and it is no good. They'll tie up, and the jump ball will belong to Pierre on the alternating possession. Into the ball game for the Governors will be Chase Sadgast, and checking out will be Coverdale for Pierre, and we'll see full court pressure again employed by Mitchell. The Colonels, as time winds down in the fourth quarter, they're going to be forced to do things defensively. Just 5 team fouls committed, and that will enter in as well as the Governors, again, working back around the perimeter. Sadgast left side. Passing it now to Lusk. Entry pass Zabel. He'll get free of the defense and score the 2. And he split a double team well. And Gray Zabel now with 19 points. 49-39. Here is Mitchell. Derek Factor getting a step on Matthew Lusk. And he gets to the rim. Lusk tries to recover and make the defensive play. He'll commit his third personal foul. That will put Mitchell to the line. Derek Factor will shoot 2. Factor has scored 9 points. And he is 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 49-39 is our score. We have 4:49 remaining fourth quarter. Free throw is up, and it is good. Back to a single-digit game. Remember, Pierre led 33-20 at halftime. They extended the lead to 15 in the third quarter. Mitchell has done a nice job of battling back as Factor puts up the second free throw. That is good, and it's an 8-point ball game. Here is Pierre breaking pressure. Instead of attacking the rim, they instead will pull it back out front and run offense, and they'll try to work the clock a little bit as well. Here is Satgast as he'll throw it cross court. It is Stout. Garrett has it on the left side, tries the entry pass. It's tipped and stolen away. Turnover Pierre, and here is Jacobson to the rim for the Colonels. Shot is no good, and the rebound to Gray Zabel. Pierre will head the other way. Leading by 8 as we work to the halfway mark of the fourth quarter. Here is Stout into the hands of Judson. Back to the top of the key and around the perimeter into the hands of Satgast. He'll work the dribble some. Sends it back out. Here is Judson open. A long three taken. That is no good. And the rebound pulled down by Mitchell. We are halfway home in the fourth quarter. 49-41. The Pierre Governors with an 8-point advantage. Mitchell with the basketball. Here's Keel Nelson. Entry pass to Hinker. It's tipped and stolen away. Turnover, Colonels. Here is Satgast up the floor. Now to Stout. Back to Satgast. Once again inside. It is Judson to Zabel. Back out front. And Pierre moving the ball quickly. And again, they'll score if they can take an easy layup early in the shot clock. But they're going to work that shot clock some. And we get down to 12 in the shot clock at 3 taken. That is up no good by Pierre, but on the rebound, we're going to have a foul called on Mitchell. And the personal is going to be whistled on Keel Nelson, and Nelson will commit the personal. It will be team foul number 6 for Mitchell. And it will give Pierre the basketball underneath their own basket. The shot clock will be reset as well. And here is an inbound. It comes right to Garrett Stout, and that shot is blocked and out of bounds. Stout came out of nowhere and was just wide open, and also coming out of nowhere with Derek Factor to knock the basketball out of bounds. 49-41 is our score. Here's a three up top by Stout. It is no good, and Mitchell will get the rebound. Again, they trail by just 8 with still plenty of time remaining. 3:10 left on the scoreboard clock as Mitchell works it around the perimeter. Nelson for 3. Shot is up good. Keel Nelson drops the 3, and all of a sudden it's a 5-point ball game. 49-44, timeout Mitchell. And we will break for 30 seconds in return. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on River 92.7.
If you receive some bling for Christmas and are planning a wedding, let the Ramcota.
How long, Darren?
30, please.
Hour to the rehearsal dinner to the reception. Let the Ramcota add their special touch. From intimate receptions of 25 in the Ramcota's unique courtyard to a grand event for 500 in the River Center Ballroom, the Ramcota can do it all. Plus, your guests can stay at the Ramcota. Call today as dates are filling fast. The Ramcota Hotel and Conference Center in Pierre, 224-6877.
With Brady Roseland back at Dakota Radio Group's World Headquarters, I'm Darren Boyle. 49-44 is our score. The Pierre Governors have the lead. Pierre has the basketball. Mitchell using the timeout after the 3 from Keel Nelson. Nelson's first field goal of the second half, and we will expect some full court pressure applied by the Colonels. They have forced 11 Pierre Governor turnovers. But the Colonels have turned it over 13 times on their own, and Pierre has been able to control the glass, especially the offensive glass, and that has been big in this ballgame. It will be Garrett Stout who will inbound it. Grant Judson, Matthew Lusk in the backcourt for the Governors. Long pass, Gray Zabel. He'll receive the pass at half court, and Pierre will break pressure. They bring it across to half court. Good hands there by Zabel, and that was kind of a dangerous pass up the floor. But Pierre will keep the possession. They'll play some keep away out front. 6 team fouls on Mitchell, if you're wondering, which means that Pierre will be in the bonus for the remainder. And a bad pass and a turnover, and then Gray Zabel trying to steal the ball back will commit a personal foul, and that will be his 3rd. And we'll head to the other end for free throws. The 9th team foul committed by the Governors. And it will bring Carter Jacobson to the free throw line. He will shoot a 1-and-1. So Pierre working it around the perimeter, trying to get it inside to Zabel. The ball was knocked away. Zabel was double teamed as Mitchell came over the top defensively. And Zabel trying to reach in and grab it back is where he was whistled for the foul. The first free throw in the 1-and-1 by Carter Jacobson is up, and it is good. 49-45. Pierre hanging on to a 4-point lead now, and still 2:42 remaining in this ballgame. Second free throw is up. It is no good. And the rebound to Zabel. And here come the Governors. Zabel with some point guard moves, bringing it across the time stripe. Now it is Jacobson. Back to the top of the key, Andrew Coverdale. And Mitchell will have to stretch out that man-to-man and may have to start fouling here in a moment as Zabel will drive and fire. Shot is no good. Rebound Colonels. And a 3 would be handy for them as they head the other way. Here is Derek Factor. Keel Nelson now, left side of the key. It comes to Factor. as they look to try to get the ball inside. Here's Jacobson, got away from the defender, and Carter Jacobson will score the 2. Andrew Coverdale kind of got run off a screen, and he was way out of position defensively, and it is a Jacobson bucket that makes it a 2-point game, 49-47. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in this one. Here are the Governors around the perimeter. It is Lusk right side, inside Zabel. Shot is up, good. Count that basket. A foul is going to be called. That was just power basketball for Gray Zabel. The foul will be on Caden Hinker, and that will be his second personal foul. And we are going to have a timeout taken by the Governors. Big basket by Zabel and a big free throw upcoming for the Governors. But first, a Coca-Cola timeout. 51-47 Pierre. And we're back in 30 seconds. This is Pierre Governor basketball.
My name is Tara Fisher, and I'm an attorney at the May Adam Law Firm in Pierre. I grew up on a ranch in Montana, which taught me the value of hard work and perseverance. I put forward those values for my clients each and every day. Whether you have questions about family law, you want an estate plan, you need legal advice for a business transaction, or you need help in a criminal matter, I'm here. The May Adam Law Firm has served South Dakotans statewide since 1881. Call us at 224-8803 or visit our website, mayadam.net.
Minute 47. A minute 47 remains here in the fourth quarter. 51-47 is our score. After a Carter Jacobson basket for Mitchell made it a 2-point ball game. Pierre went to Gray Zabel. He gets the hoop and the harm and a chance at a 3-point play. And the free throw to complete the 3-point play is up, no good. Pierre will get the rebound, then Mitchell will steal it away. 51-47, Pierre hanging on to a 4-point lead as we go down the home stretch. Factor, left side of the key for the Colonels, and he double dribbled. Picked up his dribble and then had nowhere to go with the basketball. Thought he could get away with it. Instead, the double dribble will be turnover number 14 for Mitchell, and now Pierre, again facing full court pressure, will put it in play. The Governors with just 2 timeouts remaining. Keep that in mind as the Governors put it in play, and here is Garrett Stout as he brings it across the time stripe. Foul will put Pierre to the free throw line, and going to the rim was Stout. He was defended well by Carter Jacobson, and they're going to call a traveling violation on Garrett Stout, and that will be the 13th turnover for Pierre. So now the Governors will work with a 1-2-2 pressure as the Colonels will bring it across half court, and a whistle and a block, and a foul is going to be called, and it will be on Chase Satgast, and that will put Mitchell to the free throw line. Caden Hinker to the stripe. Hinker is 5 of 7 from the free throw line. This will be a double bonus as 10 team fouls now committed by Pierre. And Caden Hinker has hit 3 of 3 from the line in this second half, and the free throw is up, and it is good. 51-48 is our score. Pierre with a 3-point advantage. A minute 15 remains in, dare I say, regulation. Second free throw, no good. Rebound loose. It is still loose, and Pierre will come away with it as timeout. Well, they're going to call a jump ball, or are they going to give a timeout to Pierre? The officials are going to confer, so we'll wait and see. And they will give the ball to the Governors. And now, Todd Neuendorf wants a little bit of an explanation. And somehow they, well, Pierre's going to wind up with it, but they have not put it in play as of yet. Into the ball game for the Governors, Andrew Coverdale. And now Garrett Stout has been given the basketball so he can inbound it. And now it's Coverdale who will work the dribble across half court. Working down to 1 minute remaining. Pierre hanging on to a 3-point lead. Here is Stout back out to Coverdale as Mitchell will extend that man-to-man. Stout inside. He's bumped and a foul called. And now Pierre will go to the free throw line as the foul going to be whistled on Carter Jacobson. And Jacobson will pick up personal foul number 5. Jacobson has played well in the second half for Mitchell. He will foul out of the contest with 8 points. And he'll foul out with 59 seconds remaining. And now Pierre needing to get the job done from the free throw line. Shooting the 1-and-1 is Garrett Stout. Stout dealt with foul trouble in the first half, but he's out here in the fourth quarter with 4 personals. He'll put the first free throw up and good. He'll earn the second one, and that makes it a 2-possession game, 52-48. Still 59 seconds remaining. The free throw by Stout is up, and it is good. Some clutch free throws for the 6'1 junior. 53-48. Governors hanging on as Mitchell working against, again, 1-2-2 zone pressure as the Governors will commit a foul in half court. And again, it is Chase Satgast. It will put Caden Hinker to the free throw line for another pair of free throws. And the freshman has done a nice job from the stripe for the Colonels in this ball game. He has also scored 22 points, make it 23, as he'll step to the free throw line and put the first one up and good. It is now 53-49. And now Caden Hinker is going to head to the bench. Perhaps he has a little blood on a knee, and it is being tended to, and they're going to give, well, Mitchell's going to take a timeout. They want to make sure Hinker stays in the ball game, so Todd Neuendorf is going to have to burn a timeout here, and it will be a 30-second timeout with 49 seconds remaining. 53-49, Pierre with a 4-point lead. And another Coca-Cola timeout. We're back in 30 seconds on River 92.7.
At Dakota Mac, we know that farming requires you to give just a little more of yourself. Your days are a little longer, the stakes are a little higher. You've got to dig a little deeper. You're not just working your land, you're working your legacy. So let's work together. Visit dakotamac.com. Equal housing lender.
.49 seconds remain in the ball game. 53-49. The Pierre Governors with a 4-point lead. The Governors led by as many as 15 in the second half, but give Mitchell a ton of credit for the way they have been able to battle back here in the second half. Finishing up at the free throw line, Caden Hinker, and he'll put the second free throw up and good. He'll check out for a moment as Mitchell will put Gavin Dagan into the contest. He is a 5'11 freshman. Doing that for defensive purposes as Pierre gets the ball inbounded in a hurry and finally coming over late to commit the foul with Keel Nelson, and that will be his 4th foul. But that foul needed to come long before Pierre got it into their front court, and now it will be Andrew Coverdale at the line to shoot a 1-and-1, the 9th team foul committed by the Colonels. Coverdale 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He has scored 5 points, and the free throw is up, and it is good. And that is a big free throw for the Governors to make it 54-50. 46.3 seconds remain in the ball game. Here is the second free throw. That one is short. And the rebound to Mitchell. Governors, or the Colonels, with 2 timeouts remaining. Pierre has 2 as well. The Colonels will head the other way. Factor, he'll try a 3 from the right wing, and it is up and good. Timeout, Mitchell. 54-53 is our score. And it's down to a 1-point ball game as the Governors will head to the bench. This will be a full timeout taken. We'll take a 30-second break and return. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball.
Have you seen all the changes at Lynn's Dakota Mart in Pierre?
How long, Darren?
30, please.
30. Okay, sorry.
From grocery to sporting goods is fresh and updated and stocked with the best quality at great value. They even have a Caribou coffee station. This week, they are featuring Hunt's Ketchup 24-ounce bottle, 99 cents, and Campbell's tomato or chicken noodle soup, 79 cents each. Lynn's Dakota Mart, your hometown neighborhood market.
.54-53 is our score. The 3 by Derek Factor, his second 3 of the second half, makes it a 1-point ball game. And Mitchell takes the timeout. They've got 1 timeout remaining, and Pierre has 2 as they look to inbound it. And we will see for the Governors, Grant Judson back into the ball game. As Andrew Coverdale, Matthew Lusk remain in the backcourt. Garrett Stout will inbound it. It will come into Coverdale, and Coverdale will work the crossover dribble. He'll bring it across half court, and the foul is given. It's from Gavin Dagan, and Dagan with his first foul. And shooting 2 will be Andrew Coverdale, who just was 1 of 2 from the free throw line a moment ago. He'll needs to make both of them to make it a 3-point lead as he puts up the first, and it is good. 55-53. Mitchell will go offense for defense as we see Keel Nelson and also Caden Hinker check back into the ball game. The Governors will make the second free throw as Coverdale puts it up and in, and now Coverdale will check out, and checking into the ball game will be Chase Satgas. And if you're Pierre, the thought might cross someone's head to perhaps foul in this one, especially instead of giving somebody an open look at a 3. And here is Stout trying to dig in defensively, but first a timeout taken by Mitchell. Todd Neuendorf will use his final timeout with 21 seconds remaining in the ball game. 56-53. The Governors hanging on to a 3-point lead. And again, we'll pause for 30 seconds. This is Pierre Governor basketball.
This Governor Sports Moment is brought to you by Fisher Rounds and Associates of Pierre. Sydney Palmer is arguably the best girls basketball player ever to put on the Lady Gov uniform. Palmer graduated in 2015 as the career points leader with 1321, single season scoring leader with 486. Her 111 three-point baskets is a Lady Gov record, and 44 is the single season record. She's also third in career rebounding with 481. Sydney Palmer of the Pierre Lady Governor basketball team, truly one of Pierre's finest. This Governor Sports Moment has been brought to you by Fisher Rounds and Associates of Pierre.
Timeout's brought to you by your local Coca-Cola bottling company. This has turned out to be a really entertaining basketball game on a snowy, chilly Saturday afternoon. A makeup game, of course, as both of these teams playing their final regular season ball game. 56-53, Pierre has the lead. Mitchell led 2-0, but after that it has been Pierre out in front. They led 17-12 at the end of the first quarter, 33-20 at halftime, and they opened up a 15-point lead through the third quarter, but Mitchell was starting their comeback in quarter number 3, and they have made things interesting here, and now a 3 would tie the basketball game. Pierre will expand the defense playing man-to-man. Here is Caden Sukup out front. We're down to 13 seconds remaining in the quarter. Sukup into the hands of Factor. Factor on the move as he fades left. Open look at a 3. It's offline and no good. Rebound Mitchell. They'll send it back out. Caden Sukup for 3. That is no good. Time will expire, and there's your ball game. Well, they had 2 looks at 3, but Pierre had defended both of them well, and the Governors are able to hang on as they defeat Mitchell by a final of 56-53. And the Governors pick up victory number 5 on the season. Scoreboard from Gales Gas Service. And we will talk about a Governor victory as our post game is next. We'll pause for 2 minutes. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball.
Hi, I am Slade Weller, and I am Pitts Corporation's local branch manager. Pitts Corporation is a commercial architecture, construction management, and construction company serving South Dakota for over 65 years. I am a local peer and have over 20 years of construction experience. With architects, estimators, project managers, superintendents, and a quality group of trade professionals on staff, Pitts Corporation is ideally set up to assist you with your future building needs. Please call 223-2440 or stop by our office on Airport Road to set up your initial free consultation.
Are you trying to sell your car, truck, or SUV? Great news. I want to buy it. This is Chris Koenig, Vehicle Acquisition Manager for Beck Motor Company in Pierre. I need to purchase 30 vehicles for our pre-owned inventory. Call me at 224-5912 for a free no-obligation appraisal today. We'll offer you fair market value for your vehicle with no obligation to buy, less time trying to sell, and cash price for your vehicle. Beck Motors is not only the best place to buy a vehicle, it's also a great place to sell them. Check us out online at www.beck-motors.com or call Chris Koenig at 224-5912.
Your cancer care should be as unique as you are. At Avera Breast Center, our team of experts create a treatment plan that will work best for your type of cancer, using the latest screening, radiation, and surgical techniques. You also have access to holistic approaches to help with side effects, and a 24/7 call center for answers to your cancer questions when you need them. Learn more at avera.org/breast or by calling 855-697-2592.
Hey, DQ fans, looking for a meal deal that's as yummy to your wallet as it is to your tummy? The DQ chicken strip basket is loaded with 4 strips of 100% all white meat chicken tenderloin, crispy fries, Texas toast, and peppery country gravy for just $4.99. Sure, all those things are good on their own, but you put them together and you've got yourself a hunger-crushing basket full of DQ magic. Satisfy your craving for all this goodness with a DQ chicken strip basket, just $4.99 only at your DQ.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
Back here at the Corn Palace in Mitchell, the Pierre Governors victorious as they defeat Mitchell by a final of 56-53. The Governors will finish their regular season 5-14 on the year. They will not make up that game with Sioux Falls Lincoln. The Colonels, they'll finish 2-18. They get all 20 of their regular season games in, which is a big feat, as the way things have turned out this season. Mitchell, they come up short. They score 19 points in the fourth quarter, but do not get the victory here. They had a chance to tie at the end, but good defense by the Governors allowed them to hang on and pick up the victory. We look at individual scoring for the Colonels first. Caden Hinker leading the way, the freshman playing well for the Colonels. Shot free throws well, and he also scored 24 points in the ball game. Derek Factor, the other player in double figures for the Colonels, as he had 14 points. Carter Jacobson with 8. Keel Nelson with 5 points. Caden Sukup with 3 in the ball game. All 5 starters will result in 53 points scoring for the Mitchell Colonels. Colonels went to the free throw line 23 times in the ball game. They were 15 of 23 from the free throw line. And Mitchell, unofficially, I do have the official stats in front of me now. The Colonels with 15 turnovers in the contest. For the Pierre Governors, Gray Zabel leading the way. Zabel, the 6'6 junior, with 21 points. Garrett Stout with 10. Grant Judson hit some big shots along the way from Pierre. He had 9 points. Andrew Coverdale off the bench. He scores 8. 4 points in the contest for Paul Adam. 2 points for James Mickinen off the bench, and also Zach Lettler comes off the bench. He adds 2 points to the cause for the Governors, giving them 56 in the ballgame. Governors go to the free throw line 16 times this afternoon. Pierre was 10 of 16 from the free throw line. The Governors with also 15 turnovers in the contest, as we're joined by Terry Becker, head coach of the Governors. And Coach, we'll let you unravel my headset here. It was a nice win for you, being able to
got the sound on.
You betcha, being able to come away with a nice victory on the road. You had a nice lead early, but Mitchell came back, and I think you knew that coming in. Mitchell, they're coached well, and they're a good fundamental squad. They're going to keep playing for 32 minutes, and you have to play for 32 minutes as well.
For sure. We knew that they were going to come back on us and try to make it interesting, and I thought we did a good job throughout the third quarter of staving off those runs. You know, we had a good start to the third and actually stretched the lead up to 16, 17 points, but then they narrowed it down to about 10, and you know, we kind of held it there for a little while, but then, you know, offensively we got a little bit tentative, and they got a little momentum on the other end, and next thing you know, everything was tight. But our kids did a good job of just, you know, doing what we had to get the victory. It's a territory that we haven't been in a lot this year, so we're still learning how to win those games and close them out. So it was a good experience for us to get over the hump on that.
And I think 2 things that struck me, and first time I've seen you this year, but the first thing that I noticed, I thought your bench came out in the second quarter, and they helped you get the lead. They really provided a ton of energy that you needed, as both teams kind of got off to a little bit of a slow start.
Yeah, for sure. You know, our bench guys, our reserves did a great job tonight. I thought we went 10, 11 guys into the roster tonight, and I thought they all contributed with really positive minutes, you know, and gave us good things. Came in. The big thing is when you come into the game as a reserve, you have to have confidence. You know, understand that you're coming into the game because we have confidence that to put you on the floor. So you need to come out there and not just try to survive, make a play for us and be aggressive and do what you can to help us. And I thought, we got a lot of positive contributions from different people.
The other thing that I looked at was offensive rebounds, and it turned out to be a 28-27 rebounding advantage for you guys. But in the end, you had a 5 rebound advantage on the offensive glass, and I think most of them, in my mind, came in the second quarter and early in the third, where you had those second chance opportunities. That's what got you out in front by 15.
Yeah, we talked about that in our game plan, in our scouting report. We thought that maybe we could get a few offensive rebounds with our size and our athleticism, and our guys did a good job of crashing the boards and giving us a few of those second shot opportunities, and we need to keep doing more of that. We're not a team that shoots it extraordinarily well from the perimeter. We have guys that can shoot it out there, but we need to find different ways to put the ball in the basket. If we can throw it into the post to Zabel and get some production out of him, if we can get some slashing and cutting out of Paul Adam and Garrett Stout and some of those guys, Zach Lettler, then we get a few buckets out of them, get a couple jump shots out of Bennett Dean and Andrew Coverdale and Grant Judson. And then, if you can add a layer of some second shots, then, now you can get yourself up into the 50, 60-point range, and you're going to win some games doing that.
And Judson knocked down 3 threes for you. That was big in this ball game. I thought Andrew Coverdale with 8 points in the second half, he did a real nice job for you. And, and he also was out there in a stretch where you needed some made free throws late in the ball game, and you mentioned it. You talk about these kids, you bring them off the bench, and you don't want them out there,
tentative,
being that fourth or fifth kid out there. You want them to be able to contribute and do things. And Coverdale, when you look at 3 or 4 from the free throw line, those were all in the fourth quarter, and all of those free throws were big.
And at the very end there, where we needed somebody to step up to the line with confidence, and I thought he did a great job of that. Yeah, so we're still, trying to round things into shape with our guys, and I think we've made a good step forward today. I thought that we played hard just like we did Thursday night, and the difference between tonight and Thursday night is we hit a few more jump shots. We were 3 for 20 from the three-point arc on Thursday night, and probably a little better than that tonight. And you loosen up the defense a little bit more if you can knock down a few perimeter shots, and that kind of helped us get over the hump.
And now you have some time off, not exactly sure, but at least a week off, 10 days maybe, before you get ready for the postseason, opportunity to play for the state tournament. What do you do? How do you approach things as far as rest? Because you need that a little bit too. But getting prepared for an opponent, you don't know who it is yet.
Right. We'll play next Saturday is when that round of 16 is played for AA, and we'll take, obviously tomorrow off and then Monday off. So then we'll practice Tuesday through Friday. And we might not know who our opponent is until after Tuesday night because there's still some regular season games that need to be played. Our seeding, we're probably I don't want to put I don't want to speculate too much, but I think we had it worked out where we're probably going to be the 14 seed, but that's not official. So don't take me at truth for that. But then, at the top of that, there could be about 3 different teams that end up in that spot as well. So we'll just have to wait and see how that goes. And, the main thing is we got to worry about, what we do and getting that as game ready for next Saturday as possible. We'll put in some scouting report details and different things for their personnel or who we're playing and some of the things they do to try to help our cause. But the main thing is focusing on, ourselves on both ends of the floor and see if we can be as efficient as possible.
And I think the big thing that you mentioned during the pregame interview is you wanted to play good basketball. Your final regular season game, you were able to do that.
Yeah, it was really important for us. I thought that we played too well on Thursday night to come out here and then give a stinker, and then, then your body language and your mentality is all wrong going into that playoff next week. We played good Thursday, now we had a solid effort today. So, hopefully we can, have a great week of practice and then be ready to go for next week.
All right, Coach, thanks for talking to us. Good luck.
Okay,
good luck. Have a enjoyable snowy bus ride home.
Yeah, we'll take our time, I guess.
Yeah, that's
Thanks.
right. So Terry Becker with the Pierre Governors, and our post game will continue after a 2-minute break on River 92.7.
Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre is going to match the tax. For the month of February, Gateway is going to match your tax return down payment up to $2,000 on your next purchase. You put $500 down, matched. You put $1,000 down, matched. You put $2,000 down, matched. You want to see how low your payment can go? Get in today to Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit gatewayflt.com. Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota, where nobody, and I mean nobody, it's a Gateway deal. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Experience the difference with Pierre Care and Rehabilitation Center in Pierre. Pierre Care and Rehabilitation Center is proud of their 5-star overall rating according to Medicare.org, the official regulatory body for nursing homes. Along with their 5-star care center, they provide short-term targeted rehabilitation services and skilled nursing care after illness or surgery. Our goal is to restore strength and confidence to get you to return to living the life you desire. Call 224-8628. Pierre Care and Rehabilitation Center, your pathway to independence.
Top of the morning, TMA. This John may help you.
At TMA, top-notch service begins the moment you call for an appointment. John at TMA believes in customer service and quality work. When you need tires repaired or replaced, TMA is the place to go. Just remember, if it's round, rubber, and rolls, it's at TMA. You can count on TMA for all of your automotive needs, from tires to mufflers to all automotive repairs. Call TMA at 224-6167, and your service begins with...
Go ahead. Yeah, Britt.
Meal will come from. This is why Oahe Federal Credit Union will be hosting a food drive that will benefit our local Feeding South Dakota food bank here in Pierre. Please drop off donated items at 221 East Pleasant Drive, Monday through Friday between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. Food drive will end February 28th, 2019.
Post-game continues from the Corn Palace. 56-53 is our final score. The Pierre Governors hang on. They were 15 points ahead in the third quarter. Mitchell made a nice comeback, and Pierre was able to make free throws down the stretch and come away with victory number 5 on the season. They'll have to wait till Tuesday to see who their postseason opponent is. Mitchell will do the same as they drop to 2-18 on the season. Some quick statistics for you. Mitchell, they go 16 of 35 from the field, shooting about 46% in the ball game. Pierre, 20 of 49. They shoot 41% for the ball game. Rebounding wise, as we mentioned, a 28-27 edge for Pierre. They got 5 extra rebounds on the offensive glass, and that was also a part of the reason why they had the shooting advantage as far as the number of shooting attempts, and that is what, in a way, helped Pierre propel themselves to the victory. Coming up next in our post game is our big play of the game, brought to you by Hermanson Endodontics of Pierre. Let's hear from those fine folks, and we'll talk about our big play of the game after this.
Dr. Brian Hermanson is proud to return home and serve Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that's...
Hey, we got to do McDonald's again, too, before we're done.
All right.
They can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art 3-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Well, our big play of the game, there was 2 things that stuck in my mind. It was the couple threes early in the third quarter by Grant Judson, as he had 9 points in the ballgame. He hit 3 threes in the contest, but those 2 threes that he hit in the third quarter were big for the Governors. It allowed them to push themselves up to a 15-point advantage. That was big, and also down the stretch in this ballgame, the Governors, they wound up going 5 of 6 from the free throw line late in the contest, and that turned out to be big as well. And those 2 big plays are our big play of the game, brought to you by Hermanson Endodontics. Our post-game show brought to you by the folks at McDonald's, and we'll hear from those folks, and we'll continue our post-game on River 92.7.
McDonald's in Pierre is hiring. This is Stacy Lee, the general manager of the Pierre McDonald's. We are offering flexible scheduling, advancement opportunities, along with great wages. McDonald's in Pierre wants you. McDonald's in Pierre is looking to add more talent starting at $10 an hour. Plus, McDonald's Archways to Opportunity provides eligible employees online program to get your high school diploma for free. Tuition assistance up to $3,000 a year and scholarships. Apply online at mcdonalds.com/careers or stop in at McDonald's in Pierre.
56-53 is our final score as the Pierre Governors defeat the Mitchell Colonels this afternoon. And we will have Pierre Lady Governor basketball for you this evening. We'll make the trip up north to the Huron Arena. Pierre will play their final regular season game of the year, taking on Huron. That game's scheduled to tip off at around 7 o'clock. We'll have it for you with a pregame at around 6:40 from the Huron Arena as we bring you Pierre Lady Governor basketball tonight on River 92.7. Of course, Brian Oakland with reports from the state wrestling tournament in Rapid City. Those will be on 1060 KGFX as well. And we should also remind you this video feed, our video streaming this afternoon will be saved. It will be for you archived, but it will be on the KGFX side, KGFX 1060 on our YouTube channel is where you'll find the stream of this ball game, and the archive of it as well will be stored there for your viewing pleasure. One more thing in our post game, it is our player of the game, and it's brought to you by Cowboy Country Stores. Let's hear from Cowboy Country Stores. We'll announce our player of the game, and we'll wrap up our coverage from Mitchell. This is Pierre Governor basketball.
There's a reason they call it Champs Chicken. It knocks out the competition hands down. Stop by Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre and pick up a 12-piece bucket of Champs Chicken for just $17.99. Cowboy Country Stores features pizza, appetizers, coffees, cappuccino, and lattes. Cowboy Country Stores on Harrison and Fort Pierre serve breakfast starting at 5 a.m. Eggs, omelets, breakfast meats, and toast, breakfast pizzas. Right now, sausage, ham, or bacon croissants are 2 for $5. Convenience with a capital C. Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre.
Well, we look at our player of the game nominees on the Pierre Governor side. They were led by Gray Zabel, the 6'6 junior, with 21 points, 15 of them coming in the first half. We talked about Grant Judson. He hit 3 threes in this ball game. He scored 9 points. Garrett Stout with 10 as he scored in double figures for the Governors, but we're going to go with Andrew Coverdale as our player of the game. Coverdale was, he scored 8 points in the ball game, 6 of them coming in the second half, and he was also out there in crunch time, and he wound up going 3 of 4 from the free throw line in the final minute of the ball game to help seal the deal for the Governors. And Andrew Coverdale is our Cowboy Country Stores player of the game. We would like to thank those of you who have joined us worldwide at drgnews.com or on our YouTube channel. And, of course, we have, as we mentioned, we'll archive the game. It will be on the KGFX side where you will find this archive of this ball game. And we'll have, again, Pierre Lady Governor basketball for you this evening from Huron as they take on the Lady Tigers. We'll get things underway with our pregame show at around 6:40. Our coverage of Pierre Governor basketball on River 92.7 has been brought to you by Bank West, by Wagner Auto Company, by Arby's, Montana Dakota Utilities, the Ramcota Hotel, May Adam, the First Dakota National Bank, Lynn's Dakota Mart, Fisher Rounds and Associates, Beck Motors, Avera Medical Group, Dairy Queen, Overhead Door, Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota, Pierre Care and Rehabilitation Center, TMA, the Hawaii Federal Credit Union and Edgewood Senior Living, and by Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, LLC, and Pierre Governor Basketball. As always, brought to you by Gales Gas Service, the Cowboy Country Store, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds you on your way home from the game, snow means slow, drive for conditions. And also bringing us coverage of Pierre Governor Basketball, Hermanson Endodontics, by McDonald's, by Leiden & Associates, and Ameriprise Financial in the Northridge Plaza, Coca-Cola Bottling, Comtech, the South Dakota Attorney General's Division of Consumer Protection, Envirotech, Olson Plumbing, Smith Plumbing, and by Patrima State Farm